Welcome to the AM News on the AM Show. Let's get into the details. Now, when one gets into the Osu Alata community, the first sight that greets you is a tower of rubbish situated at the center of the town. That is where the community unloads the daily waste. With no container to collect it, the situation poses a danger to their health and tourist prospects. Mame A.C. Thompson has more in the first of the series, Filth Exhibition.
Osu Alata, a coastal community in the Greater Accra region, it boasts of a rich scenic beauty. With its close proximity to the Osu Castle, it has long been a magnet, seeking a glimpse into Ghana's rich history. However, within the beauty lies a pressing issue that tarnishes the community's charm: the heap of rubbish. Located right in the center of the community, not only mars the landscape, but poses significant challenges to the health of residents and tourism prospects. The pile of rubbish, mostly plastic, has been producing stench in the community for months. Benjamin Doe has lived in the community for 26 years. He tells me a container supposed to be for the collection of their rubbish has been taken away by the assembly.
This is how they take care of the rubbish. This is how they normally dump it here. When the caretaker is not around, those around, they snitch and they will come and dump the rubbish here. They are using this castle as a tourist center, and when the visitors came and they see this rubbish around, let me say, it's not good for the castle.
The gutters are also choked with plastic waste and layers of silt. A teenager popularly known as Ken Bola has abandoned the duty of desilting it because he is not paid for his services.
We emptied the gutters here. We were brought from Labadi to Osu. However, we are not paid well, so we decided not to work today. But our leaders have spoken to us, so we will start soon.
Go to the beach side where my house is, you come to the beach, it's the same refuse, but by the time you talk to people, every community, the villagers at the water side, they shit at the water.
Even Ali Mohammed, who was just moved into the neighborhood from Cameroon, is very upset. He wonders why leadership has neglected its responsibility to keep the city clean.
Well, they have Congress people, they have state, they have people that work for the government that are around here. I think these people should be more responsible. You understand me? They vote these people have to go and vote people, that these people should represent them in the parliament. These people should be more responsible. It shouldn't be young people should be calling on their... Everybody, me and you standing right here, that is a spoon, you didn't pick it. You are a Ghanaian, you are standing on Ghanaian soil, you are responsible, you are a human Ghanaian in a human soil, that is a refuse. That is refuse on your left leg. Your responsibility should have picked that, and he had picked that, then you didn't find that.
Community leader Ni Adokweno recognizes the importance of addressing the problem. He tells me there are some measures being put in place to address it.
Formerly, there was a dustbin from the municipal. The people come outside to dump inside. It is meant for the drain, you see. The people come in late in the night and then dump it there. And that gives the government another problem. Instead of paying to this thing, now it seems today or tomorrow they are going to Jamestown over there and then Choco and mobilize them to they will do everything, integrate everything there. So there will be a group at every electoral area who will be cleaning the areas. They will give them tools also for you see. Then some small incentives will come in so that the environment will be clean.
But the critical question minds of residents: is when will these measures be implemented? Until then, Osu Alata will continue to drown in filth.
That's the first of a series, Filth Exhibition, and Mamiesi Thompson has the first one. But moving on, physician specialist and head of medicine and therapy at the Upper West Regional Hospital, Dr. Nabil Nikpe, is worried about the increasing number of young people having chronic kidney disease. He's attributing this to a lifestyle where young people have resorted to the use of herbal concoction to enhance their sexual performance. Dr. Nabil Nikpe made the statement at the World Kidney Celebration at WA.
Kidney Day is a global health awareness campaign focusing on the importance of the kidneys and reducing the frequency and impact of kidney disease and its associated health problems worldwide. As part of celebrations to mark the day in the Upper West region, a one-day capacity building workshop was held by the Upper West Regional Hospital aimed at equipping nurses from the hospital and other health facilities in the region with the needed education on how to manage patients at their facilities. It is also to educate health workers and the general public on the use of certain medications to reduce the risk of kidney impairment. Physician specialist and head of the Department of Medicine and Therapeutic at the Upper West Regional Hospital, Dr. Nabil Nikpe, disclosed that the number of persons with kidney diseases in the Upper West region and that requires the service of dialysis are on the rise, pegging the figure to around 60.
We have over 60 patients on dialysis in the region, and these patients have dialysis on the average about twice a week. Ideally, supposed to be because of financial constraints, most of them are having dialysis about twice a week. And since the unit was open, we've had over 600 sessions of dialysis in total. So it's a big issue. And we also keep seeing a lot of patients who come with kidney impairment. That is reversible. So there are some of them, we call that acute kidney injury, AKI. So they come in, some of them come in really bad. They need dialysis. We dialyze them a few times, and the kidneys recover 100%, and they go home without requiring dialysis.
Dr. Nabil pencils 3 risk factors as some of the causes of kidney diseases. Listen it with an advice.
The number 1 risk factor in Ghana is hypertension, followed by diabetes. And it's a big issue. So we keep talking about people going to the health facilities to check their blood pressures, people checking their sugars. Those who have been diagnosed with hypertension and diabetes should take their medication seriously, because these two are the top 2 causes or risk factors for chronic kidney disease. Now we've observed that we are also seeing a lot of chronic kidney disease in young people, and we believe it's as a result of some lifestyle practices. So you have a lot of young people taking all sorts of herbal concoctions, to enhance their sexual performance. So people take all kinds of herbal products, and these herbal products potentially can affect the functions of the kidney. So we see a lot of young people coming with kidney impairment. And I know that currently there are studies ongoing within the country to look at the effect of some of these drugs on the market. But we would advocate for young people to desist from such herbal that are purported to improve sexual function, because eventually damages the kidneys, and the cost of requiring dialysis is crazy.
Medical Director of the Upper West Regional Hospital, Dr. Robert Amesiye, urged the staff of the hospital to exhibit professionalism in their field of work.
The Municipal Chief Executive for Ejiso has commended the Electricity Company of Ghana for what he describes as a swift life-saving intervention during a rainstorm. Samuel Odro Frimpong is happy with the level of response of ECG officials in Ejiso to curtail electrocution concerns following the recent rainstorm that ripped off roofing of classrooms and residential homes. Ohemeng Tewia has more in the following report.
Ripped off roofs of Ejiso Senior High Technical and the Ejiso Experimental Schools landed on live high-tension electrical cables. It took the swift intervention of the Electricity Company of Ghana to first disconnect power to affected areas. Those students of the High Technical School were rendered homeless. No casualties were recorded. Also, response rate to the ECG. He commended ECG District Manager for Ejuso, Bismarck Adoma, and the District Technical Officer for their exemplary leadership.
Kudos to ECG. Yesterday, when I came back from the program, they were already here. No, because the sheet fell on the high tension wires. They needed to rush in to ensure that nothing happens to any of the boys or the students. So I want to say big thank you to the ECG manager, Adoma, and his team. You know, yesterday, because of the rain, they had a lot of challenges, but they want to make sure that they rectify all those situations. So I want to say they've really done well. They responded appropriately, and I'm sure if they continue the same way, we'll continue to applaud them. It would have been disastrous. You know, these young ones, they don't know anything about electricals, power and what have you. And some of the wires, they fell on the ground. Somebody could have stepped on any of them, and you know the consequences. But with the intervention, they made sure that no student went near the wires.
Meanwhile, the Ejuso Municipal Assembly has honored its promise to re-roof the affected dormitories. Artisans were busy fixing the ceiling of the dormitory block during a visit to the Ejuso Senior High Technical School on Monday. School authorities are happy at the turn of events. From Ejuso, for JoyNews, Oiminteria report.
In other stories, the Kotokrom Yahwema Road in Sunyani is receiving attention to the delight of the residents and the relief of the Municipal Chief Executive Ansu Kumi. One side of the over 5-kilometer double-lane road is being sealed by the contractor after agitations and demonstrations. The MCE has assured residents of working to get other roads in the municipality fixed to improve the standard of living in the communities. Precious Semevo has more.
One of the much talked about roads in Sunyani in the Bono region is the Kotokrom Yahima Road. For over a decade, residents and other road users have complained and demonstrated over the deplorable road and the impact on their health and business, as most businesses remain closed.
Your customers cram. Do right inside or crab say. When you na young futuro, am I yet me bet no Jumambe? Yes, yeah, Juma cry a penimra and Kaibase. Oh, Jumanoa, ma, any yin or setting be our back.
Now the 5-kilometer double lane road is at seal level with ongoing works, first with one lane to ease the burden of the people. Dominic, a 3-year site engineer of Summers Company Limited, assures quality and timely work.
It's rocky up to Yahima barrier. Now it's about 5 kilometers. Now we have finished the primary seal, so we are now doing the seal. The seal up to now we have finished the 2.4 kilometers. So by Wednesday we finish the 5 kilometers seal work. Then we move to the other side and prepare for the primary seal. We have enough material. Bitumen is here. The bitumen, the chippings, everything is set now. So that one I can give assurance by Wednesday we may finish the other side, which is the sea level. For now, per the contracts, sea level is the final.
The MCE Ansu Kumi, just like the MP Kwesiami Achreme, feels relieved with the improvement of the situation, having suffered constant verbal abuse.
This issue has become a major concern not only to the Assembly but to the Member of Parliament as well, Honorable Kwesiami Achreme. I quite remember there had been series of requests from him for documents to follow it up in Accra and just to get this road fixed. For some of us, it has become a major relief to us now that we have seen the contractor doing the seal. And I'm sure you are here and you heard the sort of insults that were poured on us, the kind of castigations that were made. And to some extent, we say they were justified because we were not able to do it at that time.
He, however, said steps have been taken to also fix other roads in Sunyani, just like the RCC, estate and other roads.
Ever since we received the Sino Hydro project, there are some of the sections which we have been able to fix. And we are yet to also see the inner ring road fixed finally. If you go to the Dr. Belko Green Hill section, the same goes for Mayfair area. If you are going to Bakuniamba and want to use the Mango Park section, that has also been done very well. But like Oliver will say, we will continue to ask for more.
Mfuto no to twa ebeboa ya ma ya dwuma no asen akoso enti yeda yewura president yeda na se.
Precious Semevo, JoyNews, Kotokrom.
The director of the Savannah Signature, Stephen Agbenyu, has described the current ICT policy for senior high school in the country as a disconnect between the policy and what government is rolling out. He says, though there's a review of the 2008 ICT policy, stakeholders are taking too long to implement it. Stephen Agbenyu said this when the Savannah Signatures launched its 15th anniversary in Tamale.
The Savannah Signatures is an NGO that is into ICT and uses ICT to drive its development in its operational area. It uses ICT to implement health, education, and livelihood, among other areas. Speaking at the 15th anniversary celebration of the NGO, Executive Director of Savannah Signatures, Stephen Agbenyu, said it's sad the state of ICT in schools in Ghana.
On technology. Madam Chair, permit me to highlight an area of worry to us as we mark our 15th anniversary. The state of ICTs in education. As a pioneer in this area, we are saddened by the current state of ICTs in education. There was an ICTs in education policy. However, what we have experienced is that there is a disconnect between the policy and what government itself is rolling out, which we'll call a practice. We are aware of the policy review process, a process to review the 2008 and 2015 ICTs in education policy. Madam Chair, we are in 2024 in an era of artificial intelligence, and yet we are yet to review 2008 and 2015 policy. We believe that this is taking too long. This review process is taking too long. We therefore call on government to open up on the state of this policy, broaden the consultation, and to ensure that there is no disconnect between the policy and practice. Madam Chair, as we launch our crystal anniversary today, we reflect on how far we have come, and we are thankful to God, to you, our dear board members, both past and present.
The board chairman of Savannah Signatures, Dr. Van Treve, called for more attention in the area of environment.
We have majored in 3 areas: education, health, livelihoods. Now, there is a sector that is almost always forgotten, and we all feel the impact anyway. Sometimes escapes our notice: environment and climate change. I'm sure some 20 years ago, the temperature in Tamale, those of you who have been here will testify that it was lower than this. As we humans impact the Tamale environment, we are experiencing more heat because the little trees that were serving as buffers to absorb the heat, we have cleared and we put up concrete jungles, and they are radiating heat into the system. So we need to take that very importantly. Climate change.
National Professional Officer UNESCO, Prosper Kwesi Nyavu, talked about some of the impact NGOs like Savannah Signatures have done in the development space.
Lives, especially in the northern part of Ghana. I'll start with Savannah itself. Savannah had a helpline they call Abochie, She Plus. Abochie Plus. I don't know what it means. The Ago is in capital, so this helpline was a critical platform for sexual and reproductive health information and services for adolescents and young people. And 120 callers, including adolescent young people, are informed about their sexual and reproductive health issues, and they are actually offered information about where they could get services on weekly basis. Sometimes when you read things like this, it looks just normal, that the platform has been created for young people to get sexual and reproductive health information. It doesn't touch you so much. But if you are in development work and you reflect on the impact such a helpline can give to young people, maybe a lady who is pregnant and doesn't know what to do with the pregnancy, contemplating abortion, a helpline like this can save the life of that girl.
Away from that, 16 basic schools have booked a place at the 6th round of the 2024 Inter-School Reading Quiz. This is made up of 4 public and 12 private schools. The competition will inculcate a reading habit in the young ones. Emmanuel JoyNews has more in the following report.
Excited young reader Michael could not hide his joy but to share it with his parents. Wow! Michael tops thousands of young readers with 1,563
Congratulations,
points.
Michael. Congratulations.
His school, Sterling Heights Academy, also took the first spot in the round of 16
next
stage.
stage at number 1 is Sterling Heights Academy. Well done. Congratulations to all of you.
The success of these cubs comes after a 3-week reading challenge where they answered questions based on the various books they read. At the audition stage, 20 private schools battle in a 2-hurdle contest, a quiz in a digital library, and spinning the wheel.
The drink of choice in Japan is?
Yes, you are sure of our answer.
Green tea.
Green tea, correct. 12 of the highest scoring schools qualify for the next stage, alongside 4 public schools with a automatic qualification.
The competition was tough, but we've pushed through it. We've come here to qualify in the audition stage, and now we are going to the round of 16, and we are hoping to qualify also in the round of 16 and also win the competition and go to Canada.
Competition judge Ajite Anand is excited about the prospect of the Cubs.
And I think that it's a good energy base for us to propel every school, and the fact that maybe Cubs just open its doors to every school, and everybody has opportunity to has the potential to live up to their purposes and they exhibit their giftings. And so for me, this is a brilliant step.
Executive Director of Pair Cubs and organizer of the Inter-School Reading Quiz promises loads of excitement in the next stage of the competition.
The round of 16 will be the next level of excitement when it comes to reading. There are 16 schools that have come so far. We're going to be having 4 competitions in 4 slots, A, B, C, D, 4 schools each. And each of these schools will be vying for the first and second position because that will take them to the quarterfinals. We are wishing all the schools all the best because it's going to be quite the competition. The children study their books very carefully and they come fully prepared. So usually it could actually end up in a tiebreaker round because the competition is that intense.
The search for the ultimate readers for 2024 continues unabated. Emmanuel JoyNews for Joy Prime.
You are not near the public school. You are going down, we trample on you like that. Oh yes, I'm not lying. Because the way we are trained. Oh, yeah, no.
Well, that's how we're wrapping up for the AM News on the AM show. Up next is the news review. You want to stay with us for that. We'll be right back.